Everybody ready? Call the meeting to order. Travis, are we on? You want to go ahead and put us on, Trav? Ready to go? Okay. Call the meeting to order at 5:01. Roll call. Vicky? Oh, Vicky's here. She's here just getting started. Nick?
Here.
Okay. Terry is absent. Alan?
Here.
John?
Here.
Derek?
Here.
And Christy is here. The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tonight we're going to go a little differently. I'm going to do a little faster. I want to be out of here within an hour. The playoff game starts at 7, so we'll have people start coming in, so it'll be a little easier. I won't we won't go through over all the reports unless there's something that you want to talk about. I'll ask if there's any questions on them, and if not, then we'll move on to the next one. Okay? We're going to fast track it. Haven't done this for a while. Right? All right. Approval of the agenda for March 17th. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Motion by John, second by Nick. All in favor?
Aye.
Wait, no.
Can't go that fast.
Trying to go too fast. Dang. All right. Vicky? Yes. Vicky's a yes. Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Chrissy's a yes. Okay, motion passes. Board and committee special meeting reports. Technology committee. Any questions on that? We met. It went really well. I think it was like we needed some budget issues and stuff like that we had talked about, and buying some additional Chromebooks and things like that. So it's a good meeting. Anything else you like to add, Travis? Okay. 5.3.1, Lori. Anybody have any questions on the Lori's report? Do you have anything additional, Lori? Okay. Thank you. Eric? Does anybody have anything additional to add or ask of Eric? Eric, do you have anything additional?
Go T-Birds.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. All righty. Thank you. Charlene, the assessment and data coach. Does anybody have any questions on that report? Charlene, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I do not. It's just a busy time.
Absolutely.
I got a quick question for Charlene.
Sure.
Okay.
Have they talked about suspending the state the testing this year?
Last year.
No. They
Was it me?
they're going ahead with testing. As a matter of fact, they're lengthening the testing window to May 21st, which if you are in the classroom, you know that May testing is horrible for kids because they're on summer break already, as far as that's where their mind is. It's too nice and things like that. This year, what they're doing is they want to test to find out where the kids are at. So we have a baseline, some baseline data. They're not using them for accountability, but we still have to give them, and they're just kind of making it status quo for the year as far as like Title I designations and things like that, as far as reward and needing improvement schools.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Good to know.
You're welcome.
So, business manager Michelle, do you have any questions for Michelle? Michelle, do you have anything to add? Got a no there. Alrighty. Okay. Superintendent Weber, do you have anything to add to yours?
Just want to point out that on Michelle's report, take a look at that Moody's rating. That was fantastic. So good thing for our district to celebrate, and Michelle did a fantastic job. Nothing to add on mine.
Alrighty. Does anybody have any questions for Superintendent Weber? Looks like our summer school is shaping up, though. Our summer school is shaping up to look really well.
Yep, Mindy did a little bit of research information, and we will be updating you. We're doing some information on summer school. I'll be updating you through Weber Weekly, so you'll get more information as we go along.
Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Moving on, Athletic Director Tim Spaeth. Let's see, does anybody have anything additional to ask of this report? Tim, I don't think is on, is he? All right. Maintenance Director. We have Dan. Are you on?
Yes,
Okay. Do you have anything additional to add to your report?
just the house should be moving tomorrow. But
Really? Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Alrighty.
I did have one person inquire about the garage that was on Simon's property. Was that one up for bid as well, or is anybody taking that?
oh, after we looked at it really close, it's not really worth moving. I don't know if it could be moved, so Gordon's will be taking care of that.
Okay.
Alrighty, Technology Coordinator Travis. Once again, we had the tech meeting. Do you have anybody have any questions for Travis's report? I know I'm moving kind of fast, so anybody have any? Travis, do you have anything to add to your report there? Perfect. All right, thank you. Non-certified, are you here? Certified, are you here? Okay. That's it for reports. Do I have an approval of the consent agenda?
Motion by Alan.
Motion by Al,
Second, Derek.
Second by Derek.
Derek.
Okay. Roll call vote, Vicky? Yes. Nick?
Yes.
Perry is absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes. Motion passes. Okay, so moving on to 7.1 recognitions, and I will read these out since we didn't get to go through it all. So 7.1, congratulations to our Snow Days King Cameron Keyser Adams and Queen Carissa Kent and all the Snow Days candidates. 7.2, thank you school bus drivers for all the positive contributions you make to our students' education and safety. The Waubun wider community wants to send a special thank you to all of our bus drivers. 7.3, congratulations to the Grandfather Teaching Award winners. 4th grade is Lillian Garai, 4th grade is Miley Eaglefeather, and 12th grade is Azawa Burnett. I'm sorry about that name. 7.4, congratulations to Cameron Keyser Adams, our March Senior of the Month. 7.5, congratulations to our March Students of the Month. Kindergarten is Alex Fuderich. Oh my God, I'm going to butcher these poor kids' names. Maya Thompson, Donnie St. Clair. 1st grade, Kimber Spaeth, Ryder Berry, Amy Stevens, Eliana Blakely. 2nd grade is Eli Pazernick, Deanna Thompson, Axtall, Hudson Tibbetts. And 3rd grade is Lola Johnson, Colton Clark, Kylan Lupke. 4th grade is Lawrence Jackson, McKenna Adams. 5th grade is Drew Adams, Ethan Donner, Nakona Steck. 6th grade is Alton Xavier, Hannah Keyser, and Kelly Goodwin. Do I have anything for public? Oh, I'm sorry. Does anybody have anything to add to recognitions? No? Congratulations on our Pine to Prairie champions. So, that's awesome. Okay. I have no public comment, it looks like. No? Alrighty, we will move.
I had one thing, and maybe we can discuss it here. Especially the boys that are out now, they chose to go distance learning. The boys that chose to go distance learning, whenever they choose to be done or are done distance learning, they were told they cannot come back until midterm. Can we make a different exception so they can come back so we don't have to keep them out longer?
Do you want to address that one, Eric?
Sure. The reason we do that is because of the Edmentum programming. Sorry. I'm getting some feedback here. Is everybody else on mute? Oh, there we go. The reason we're doing that is because of the Edmentum programming. It's just a matter of we're looking at a matter of 4 weeks there, Nick. If they choose to come back within this 2 weeks, it's just better for programming all throughout. Just stay significantly within that online programming, and we had kids that left even as of last Friday. So it'd be like a good 4 week chunk is basically what it ends up being, and that's why we did that. Just a smoother transition between classrooms and the online programming. Unfortunately, because they're so different as far as Edmentum versus the classroom, that's why we have to do that. So English, however, is doing it that way. Like you said, it is. They are doing the Google Meets. Mrs. Dady and Mrs. Pariso felt very strongly that the English curriculum should stay in that realm. They just thought that should be better. It would be better for the kids.
And that's what we have to do, no exceptions.
We can always take a look at it on a case by case scenario. I mean, if the kids want to come back prior, we can look at it case by case and talk to the teachers and go that route. We've made exceptions in the past. This is the policy and procedure thus far. That, like every policy and procedure, we'll deal with it on an individual basis. So if kids want to come back prior, if they feel like we have to come back prior, I think as a school we're not opposed, but we would have to make sure that it fits for everything involved.
No, I get it. I guess just from my standpoint, the kids have been out long enough and pretty extraordinary circumstances that they want to choose to be at distance at this time. Likely something that they're never going to experience again if they want to come back to school. I would like to think we could let them do that.
We'll look at it on an individual basis. We'll look at it if they want to come back. Once again, and I hope people are listening out there, just give me a call, send me an email, me or Laney, and we'll work through it.
Thanks, Eric.
You're muted right now, Christy.
Good job. Thank you for catching that. Approve resolutions relating to proposed property tax abatement for parking lot construction, reconstruction, improvement projects, calling public hearing. Go ahead with that, Lisa.
You're muted, Lisa.
Sorry. In such a hurry. There's a resolution in your background, so we'll need to read through the resolution. We don't need to do Exhibit A, but just the resolution. I've got mine right here. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Try to go really fast. All right. I do need to have somebody that wants to make a motion and second. Right?
I'll make a motion, Alan.
Ellen makes the motion. Second by Nick. Okay. Resolution relating to remaining proceeds, proposed property tax abatement for parking lot construction, reconstruction, and improvement projects, calling public hearing. Be it resolved by the school board, the Board of Independent School District number 435, Waubun, White Earth, Minnesota, as follows. Number 1, remaining proceeds, proposed property tax abatement. The district intends to use an amount not to exceed $1,026,000 in proceeds remaining from its $7,695,000 general obligation school building bond series 2020A in order to finance parking lot construction, reconstruction, and improvement projects at Ogama Elementary, which will enable district residents to continue to conveniently and safely access these facilities pursuant to Minnesota Statute Section 475.65. The bonds were originally issued to finance the acquisition and betterment of school sites and facilities, including but not limited to security, HVAC, and classroom renovations at the Ogama site, and classroom renovations and additions, restroom remodeling, locker room upgrades, HVAC, and parking lot improvements, and bus maintenance, garage improvements at the Waubun site. As approved by the electors at a special election held on November 5th, 2019, Minnesota Statute Section 475.65 authorizes the district to use the remaining proceeds for the additional projects after the original project has been accomplished or upon a determination by the governing body of the district that at least 85% of the cost of the original project has been paid or finally determined, and an amount sufficient to pay the estimated cost of completion has been retained upon approval by the governing body of a district. A resolution required to authorize the additional projects. The district, pursuant to Minnesota Statute Section 469.1812 to 469.1815, as amended, is authorized to grant an abatement of the property taxes imposed by the district on all properties within the district boundaries, collectively the property, if certain conditions are met through the adoption of a resolution specifying the terms of the abatement. It has been proposed that the district undertake parking lot construction, reconstruction, and improvement projects at Ogama Elementary, which will enable district residents to continue to conveniently and safely access these facilities and benefiting the property together the improvements. In order to finance the improvements, it has been proposed that the board grant a property tax abatement on the property in an amount not to exceed $1,026,000, the proposed property tax abatement, and that this board hold a public hearing on the proposed property tax abatement as required by Minnesota Statute Section 469.1813, Subdivision 5. Number 2. Public hearing is hereby scheduled to be held on the proposed property tax abatement and use of the remaining proceeds at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, April 21st, 2021, in the district offices, 1013 3rd Street, Waubun, Minnesota 56589. The school district clerk is hereby authorized and directed to cause notice of such public hearing in substantially the form of Exhibit A, here to be published in the official newspaper of the district more than 10 days, but less than 30 days prior to the date of the hearing. Upon vote being taken thereon, the following voted in favor thereof. Okay, so roll call vote. Get back to that. Okay, Vicky?
Yes.
Okay, Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Ellen?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christy is a yes. Motion passes. And the following voted against the same, 0, whereupon the resolution was declared duly passed and adopted. All right. 10.2, review development design plan for Ogama parking lot. And I see Jordan, are you here? Or did I see him? Did I not see him on here?
Yep. I know
Yes,
Justin.
yes, I'm here. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
All right. I think
Just for those the public that's on, the parking lot, Ogama parking lot was one of the number one issues that was brought up when we surveyed the public, when we surveyed staff. But the enrollment, the growing enrollment was what pushed the construction project and class sizes. So that had to drive the construction project and the referendum. But we kept the Ogama project at every presentation we had. And so as soon as we are able to look at some available funds due to bid efficiency, that has become a priority. So that's why we're looking at this project, and we're very, very fortunate that that's becoming an option for us. And so as we looked at the last user group meeting and got some feedback on the project, or the parking lot, that we'd look at tonight again to go over the design real quick, get some feedback on the design and the progress since the last meeting, and see what you guys are thinking. So take it away, ICS.
Okay, thanks, Lisa. I apologize if I sound a little off. I've been going through a cold, so just bear with me. I'll share my screen here. I actually, excuse me, I actually have a plan here that that is the latest and greatest that you guys haven't seen yet, but it reflects those notes that we talked about at our last user group meeting. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick.
You got 9 minutes, Jordan.
I'll make it quick.
I'm
So
just, I'm just kidding.
is everyone able to see this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So um, I guess I think we should probably all be familiar with this. I think I recognize a lot of the faces that have been here, but maybe for the ones that haven't, the basis of design is to have a student pick up and drop off coming in off of Highway 59. So the way this is designed is vehicles will pull in, pull through, and have the opportunity to pull out. We do have a pickup and drop off lane here that fits up to 12 different vehicles. So that's going to be a lane where parents can pull over, park, unload kids, and we could still have access around. We do have handicap parking as required there also, and then the lot lighting to go with that. The intent of the design is to have all that going on in this area of the parking lot, and then separate all of those kids and parents and all that mayhem from the actual bus pickup and drop off. So the way the bus pickup and drop off is designed is that buses will come off 59 onto this Feather Street, and then their entrance will be here on this bus lane. Um, as you enter the bus lane, and this will be primarily bus traffic only. Buses will be able to come in and pull around, and so there's loading and unloading, and there's room for 10 school buses here. Um, so that was a way to accomplish, buses can unload, go on. Everybody can walk on the sidewalk and get to the same front entrance of the school. So we've got a clear division between buses and cars. Um, One of the things that we've talked about was the house purchase. Originally, way back in the conceptual stage, we did have a parking lot extending here. We've been working, mostly Lisa's been working with the purchase of this property, and that's been completed, but we are designing around this house. Um, so our main parking lot is going to be up here on the north, and the way to access that is going to be coming in from the bus lane and then turning into that parking lot. Um, so then foot traffic will have its own sidewalk coming down and joining up into kind of the main highway of sidewalks coming into the entrance of the school. And as far as parking spaces here, we've got 51 stalls up in the north, and then 12 down in the south lot. And then the plan is to eventually, and in the future, some other project expand this parking lot over. So that is the basis of where we're at right now. I guess, are there any questions?
No, I just had the one that has, on the north side of it'd be the west side of that bus, of where the bus turnaround is, that piece of property right in there, did we conclude that that was going to remain a gravel and excess parking for functions?
So for right now, I believe we do have, and I don't know if we have it shown, but I think we did talk about having an access so we could use that for overflow parking, or more of a snow removal, snow storage area. Snow is going to get pushed from this lot over curb that's designed for the snow to be pushed over and then pushed up here. One of the things that I wasn't sure how much detail we wanted to get into when we look at impervious soils, when in the future this parking lot does get expanded, at that point this gravel will need to go away and we'll need to turn to grass. So it is going to be a temporary function for overflow parking, but it is something that we can do for now.
Alrighty. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions? Is that it, or do you have more, Jordan?
Unless I think Jason and Justin are on the call. They haven't been as
Okay.
involved with design, but I don't know if you guys have anything you'd like to add.
One thing, one real quick question. So, like, if we have temporary parking in the grass, you know, I'm assuming I lost you guys for a little bit, but over there, yep, in that area, do we have surmountable curb that the cars would be able to follow up towards that path to get up there?
Excuse me. So the question is if we have access there or if we have any curb or anything up.
Correct.
Or
Yeah, if we have surmountable so that cars, if they needed to, could get up there for additional parking, or how would they get up there?
so we had talked in design about having multiple curb that we'd be able to just drive over. I'm not seeing it shown here, but I know that's what we had discussed in that design meeting. So that's something that I'll follow up with Obernell to make sure. I believe, yes, that is the intent, is to just have a section of curb where we can get vehicles up there without having to jump a traditional curb or anything like that.
Sounds good.
We talked about that for both snow removal and for overflow parking.
Correct.
Yeah.
So those curbs that they can drive over technically or put snow through or go over with the snowplow, are those similar to like the roundabouts that you can drive over? I've seen those in Detroit Lakes, I think is what I'm kind of, just trying to picture in my mind what those look like.
And actually, I'm looking at the plan here, and we have traditional curb, and then just backtracking. This entire section of curb here is mountable, so I believe my understanding was that we would be able to drive over that. But I will verify that with Obernell. Just to go back to the last question, I'm going to just. Are you guys able to see this? Let me see if I need to share a different window. Okay, can you guys see this screen?
Yes.
Okay, so a traditional curb will be like this vertical curb. So as snowplows come, they would basically be able to ride that curb around. So when we're talking mountable curb, we're talking something about like this, so that if a snowplow were to come, it could push snow, get up on the curve, ride that angle up, and still get up over the top. It wouldn't be like hitting a straight vertical wall here where it slams you to a stop.
Alrighty.
And so I'm gonna go back again real quick. So again, we show that we have that traditional curb along the bus lane, and then when we get to this point, this whole area will be mountable. We've had quite a few discussions on it, but for snow removal, as we plow snow in this lot, we'll plow it and then have a section of mountable curb here where that snow can be pushed over and pushed up to there. I think that's our best opportunity for snow removal. And then on this other parking lot here, we've talked about pushing the snow and stacking it here. We do have a valley gutter to protect that snow as it melts from running back into the lot. It will catch that gutter and then it should all drain into a storm sewer. So we'll probably have to add some storm sewer here with capacity to handle that water. Still working on that design. We're not fully designed by any means yet, but that is the intent. So. Any other questions?
If there's no more questions, are you comfortable as a board saying as design, that bigger picture design for the lot, that's enough user group meetings and input? Because at this point, then it gets more to technical input and more at the engineer level and looking at grade and some of those things.
I think we had several conversations on it. I'm okay with it. I don't know if anybody else has looked at it, but I know we had a lengthy discussion on it online. So
So Jordan, that space where the bus turnaround is in the middle, was that going to be just an open area? I know we talked, parking spaces or different things there. So
I think right now, as far as budget goes, we're going to leave it as an open area. Even though it doesn't look like a huge space, asphalt is a pretty high cost item for this. So the intent right now is to leave that as an open space area. And I think we still talked about potential overflow being in the gravel. I think that was one of the potential reasons to have that as asphalt, but it wasn't shown as asphalt originally, mostly from a cost standpoint.
right, because I even thought that'd be a great spot just for temporary snow storage. If it got to be a big snowstorm, you push it up in the middle, the buses could still go around, haul it out during the school day or something like that. So.
Sure, and we do have that mountable curb and gutter going all the way around it, so we would be able to do that.
Okay. Any other questions for Jordan and who else is on?
I believe Justin and Jason are on.
Justin and Jason. Okay. Any other questions for ICS? All right, guys. Thank you. And it looks like we have a consensus. Move forward.
Very good.
Then what we'll do from this
Oh,
point.
do I gotta have a motion? Or is consensus good?
It was just a discussion on whether we're going to have any more user group meetings. And then I think what we'll do is just bring back the design for feedback as we go along. We'll just continually to bring back and give you updates. Once again, that might be through the weekly updates or it may be at board meetings, but just keep you informed.
And Lisa, Jordan here, just to add, the intent is to present this at the next board meeting for formal approval, but this doesn't require formal approval right now.
Yep, there'll be a CD design and a DD design where we have special board meetings around where you'll make official approvals when the final designs for your approval. Yep.
Correct. It just said a motion in a second, so I just wanted to make sure that we didn't need one. Okay. From there, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Consensus is to move forward. All right, so we'll go to those. 10.3 is approve the second reading of the 2021 school calendar. Anybody have any questions on that? Did anything change? Eric, did anything change on this?
No, nothing's changed from the last time.
All righty. Well, let's get a motion.
Motion, Nick.
Motion by Nick.
Second, Derek.
Second by Derek. Okay. I wish we could do all in favor. All right, here we go. Vicky? Yes. Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
John? John's a yes. Derek?
Yes.
All right, Christie's a yes. Motion passes. Okay. 10.4, approve housing lease agreement as presented.
The only thing changed was the monthly lease amount from 100 to 75 and the maintained snow removal and lawn care. Otherwise, it's the same one that you saw before. Are there any questions?
I don't have any. No. Anybody else?
Motion by Alan to
Okay,
approve.
motion.
I'll
Second, Derek.
Second by John.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay. Roll call vote. Vicky? Yes. Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Eric?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes. Motion passes. 10.5, approve Verizon lease agreement as presented and authorize the superintendent to complete dates as appropriate. And is this the one with, on the Ogama property?
It's on the property that we're purchased, and it'll be taking over the lease. And the reason it says to put the dates in as appropriate is we're still negotiating with them. We need to possibly move the tower. And so it would be approving this, but then as we finish those arrangements, then it's just giving me the authority to put the dates into the contract. So then we don't have to keep bringing it back to the board.
I'll motion.
Okay, motion by John, second.
Vicky.
Second by Vicky. Okay. Roll call vote, Vicky,
Yes.
Nick,
Yes.
Terry's absent, Ellen,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Derek,
Yes.
and Christie's a yes. Motion passes. 10.6, approve policies that must be reviewed annually by the school board. Has everybody actually taken a look at these? And, because I don't think we need to go through all of them. Go through there. It's the harassment, violence, mandated reporting of child neglect and physical or sexual abuse, mandated reporting of maltreatment of vulnerable adults, student discipline, bullying prohibition policy, student sex non-discrimination, internet acceptable use and safety policy, school district system accountability, and crisis management policy. No significant changes to these policies. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
Motion by John, second.
Second.
Second by Nick. Okay. Okay, where there's, these are, okay, so these are second, they weren't all in one. These aren't all in one, are these something that you need differently?
In this, when these are annually approved, you could just approve all of them in one motion if you want.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't read them off because there was a space in between them, so.
Yep.
Okay, so 410 is family and medical leave policy, harassment and violence, mandated, oh, that is, they're twice.
One is child neglect and physical sexual abuse, and one is mandated reporting and vulnerable adults.
Yeah, but they're double on here, so it's fine. Okay, Yes, I'm confused because they're on different spots. They're up here and they're down here. Okay. Okay, we'll roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry? Oh, absent. Ellen?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christie is a yes. Motion passes. 10.7, turf proposal for the football field turf services program.
This is part of our annual proposal to continue with aeration, top dressing, fertilization, and weed control, with the additional top dressing for the sand, with an additional 1,500, 1,800 to ground, and the quality of the turf and soil. So it ends up being about 6,800 total. So that's going through with that football turf.
Alrighty, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Nick, second. Do I have a second?
Second by Alan.
Second by Alan. Okay. Roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes. Motion. I don't think I was. Am I muted? Somebody's hearing's going. All right, 10.8. Approved purchase of a 20-inch self-propelled onboard burnisher. What's a burnisher?
It's takes that top off the flooring, so it's a combination of the polisher and stripper. I don't know. Dan, are you still on?
Yep, I'm here.
That's how I
No.
would describe it. Is there a better word for that?
Furniture is actually, it melts down the top two coats of the wax and gives it the shine, and it hardens
Okay.
the wax so it doesn't scratch so easily.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, do I have a motion?
Motion, Derek.
Motion by Alan.
Motion by Derek, second by Alan. Okay, roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes, motion passes. 10.9, approve the annual American Indian Parent Advisory Committee compliance resolution. We went through this last night, actually in this meeting. Everything seems to be in order. Do I have a motion?
Motion, Derek.
Motion by Derek, second.
Second, Nick.
Second by Nick. Okay. Roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry's absent. Alan?
Yes.
Okay. John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
Okay. And Christie's a yes. Motion passes. All righty. We have 10.10, approve Peyton Mills lane change request. I believe this was supposed to happen last month, but we never made the agenda. So
Motion.
motion by John, second.
Second, Derek.
Second by Derek. Roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry is absent. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Okay. Derek?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes. Motion passes. Succeeding meetings.
Just a quick clarification. He was on last time, but it was BA to 45 and it should have been a BA to MA.
Oh, okay. I'm
We're
sorry.
good. It's fine.
All righty.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay, the succeeding meetings, special board meeting for the DD, that's the design, right?
Yeah.
And then the CD is the construction presentation, special board meeting abatement, public hearing, and the regular school board meeting is on April 21st. So does anybody have anything to add to that?
I motion to fast track all the meetings like
It's
this.
the DD, CD, and the. All of those.
I
the
love
DD,
it.
CD, debate, public hearing. All have to do with the parking lot. So.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's my specialty, is fast tracking. All right, so we have a motion to adjourn.
Motion, Derek.
Motion by Derek,
Second.
second by John. Roll call vote. Vicky?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Terry? Is it absent? I'm sorry. Alan?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
And Christie's a yes. We are adjourned at 5:44 PM. Thank you for a 45-minute meeting. Have a good day, everybody.
That's got to be a record, Christy.
It's almost one. I think I have one at 34 minutes.
I think you should.
It was
go-
Jordan. It was
Yeah, I think
Jordan
you
that
should go
took up
for
all the
that next
time.
time. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.